Fertiliser spreading is integral to a good cropping season ahead, but having the balance right could be tricky. Both underspreading and overspreading are big no-nos, as either action could affect the condition of the soil and its ability to provide your crops with a nice and healthy environment to grow in. Therefore, having the right equipment to get the task done well each time is crucial to ensure even germination of crops and a hefty harvest ahead. One manufacturer who thinks it's got the spreader game down pat is Kubota, which launched its DS range of spreaders earlier this year. The premium model, DSX-W Geospread, in particular, features some mind-boggling technology that makes spreading a walk in the park for farmers.
So this particular machine, being the Geospread, comes with load cells. So as you can see under these covers here, we have 4 load cells, 2 here and 2 at the front. They're a 5-tonne load cell. And then in conjunction with those load cells, underneath the hopper here, we have what's called a reference sensor. Now that reference sensor takes out all the spikes and the lulls in the weight measurements it's taking. So when the spreader is bouncing down and gets a load on the load cells, or a load lifting off the load cells, it takes those spikes out and gives you a more accurate average. The other thing it does too is as the spreader tips forwards or backwards or sideways, obviously that puts different load on different load cells in different corners of the hopper. Therefore, without that reference sensor, can give you quite an inaccurate reading. So by having the reference sensor in there, again, it gives you a more stable reading of your weight, which in turn gives you a very accurate spreading output.
The name Geospread is in reference to the spreader's section control function, which means it is able to communicate with the computers and GPS system to know exactly where it should spread and where it shouldn't. For this, it features 24 2-meter sections to accurately spread on uneven or odd-shaped fields and minimize overlap.
Those sections can be essentially shut down on the spreader as you have overlap. What it does is it adjusts the release point of the fertiliser on the spinner disc, and therefore that's adjusting how your spread pattern is thrown out of the machine, so therefore bringing our spread widths in 2 metre increments. So the reason that is quite unique to the Kubota spreader is a lot of the other manufacturers on the market that have section control, have this technology, are only running up to about 8 sections. The fact that we can run up to 24 sections means that we don't have areas where we're overdosing or underdosing in between those sections. Our sections are a lot smaller.
2 actuators on each dosing unit controls the application rate as well as the release point of the fertilizer as indicated by the operator or computer system. Kubota's unique Rotaflow system with 8 veins per disc ensures even and accurate spreading every time. Sitting at the top of range, the DSX-W Geospread has isobus capability, which allows the operator to connect the spreader to an existing tractor terminal and control the spreader functions from the tractor cab.
As far as capacity goes, you can start at the hopper capacity up to this mark here of 1875 litres, and then you can add hopper extensions and go right up to 3900 litres. So that'll give you just over 3 tonne of urea, or up to 4 tonne of a super blend, for example. So quite good capacity, especially when in conjunction with a 54 metre spread width.
Customers can purchase this machine with a number of options, including a PTO drive, aluminum hopper extensions, leather, as well as a border spreading system. Pricing for this range-topping DSX-W Geospread model starts from a cool $30,950 plus GST.